Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kristen. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I'd really love to hear how your yin yoga practice is going. So let me know in the comments below. And today we're going to move through a yin yoga for summer practice. So this practice is designed to cool and calm and ground the body and the mind. So we'll be working to open up through the heart and the lung meridian lines, which balances our internal fires. And we'll also be working with the element of water to draw in the cooling and nourishing energies of the water for the summer season. So let's get started in a comfortable seated position, and we'll open our practice with jala mudra. Jala mudra helps to activate the element of water so that your practice is guided by this internal force. So bring our palms face up on our thighs, and we'll take our thumb and our pinky finger together to touch, letting the remaining 3 fingers extend outward and closing your eyes. Taking a moment here to become centered through your breath. And bring to mind the image of water, the flowing, adaptive qualities of water. And with each breath in, say to yourself, I am like water. Cool, calm, and flowing. Attuning yourself to this internal force. Using all of your senses to feel into the qualities of water. And as you connect into this cooling element, taking one more deep breath, exhale, and opening your eyes, relaxing your hands, and we'll come into our first yin yoga posture. Let's come onto all fours, and we'll take a pillow or a blanket or a bolster in front of us, and we'll come into heart melting pose, reaching our palms forward, and you can rest your forehead on your prop or on the ground, bringing your hips over your knees, and taking some time here to open through the arm lines, soothing the heart. And feeling the quality of water, liquid sensation, moving down from the heart to the shoulders, forearms and palms. And taking 3 more breaths. And slowly transitioning down to your pelvis. You can bring your elbows in front of your blanket or your cushion, or you can remove that altogether. Untuck your toes, coming into Sphinx pose. Relaxing through the tops of your feet, your pelvis, and adjusting your elbows a little further forward if you're feeling too much tension through the lower back. And let's again relax through the heart space. Closing your eyes and breathing in the cool element of water. Saying to yourself, I am like water, cool, calm, flowing. Your whole body relaxed. Muscles soften and let go. Finding the quiet stillness of the moment. And sending your breath into the center of your chest. Breathing from the center of your chest. Cooling and balancing the fires of the heart. One more complete cycle of breath. And then let's widen our elbows, stack our palms. You can slide any cushions off to the side. And let's place our forehead on top of our palms. Dropping your heels slightly away from each other, relaxing your lower back. And we'll open up deeper through the shoulders and the arm lines by reaching the right palm directly out from the shoulder, palm facing down. Your left palm comes underneath the left shoulder, and you're rolling over to the right side of your body, bending both knees, stacking knee on top of knee, and resting your cheek to the ground. You can always add your blanket or cushion under the cheek. if you feel any strain on your lower back. And let's bring some gentle compression into the shoulder joint. And if you feel that you can go a little bit deeper today, take your left palm, reach it up, and then bend at your elbow and slide the left palm across the back to the opposite hip, opening a little through the opposite shoulder. Neck and jaw relax. And we'll unwind through the left arm, slowly coming back to our stomach. And again, stacking palm on top of palm and pausing for a moment, feeling those liquid sensations down through the right arm line. And then let's extend the left palm along the shoulder towards the side of the room, palm facing down, and we'll slowly make our way onto the left side body. If you'd like to go further, reach the right palm up, bend the elbow, slide the palm across the back. And then unwind the right arm, rolling back to center, stacking one palm on top of the other, resting here for a couple of breaths. Bringing your palms under your shoulders, lifting to all fours. And let's take a wide-kneed child's pose. Bringing the toes to touch, folding back over the thighs, bringing lots of space for the abdomen. Resting your forehead to the ground or perhaps onto a folded blanket. And extending both palms forward in line with your shoulders. Again, stretching through the arm lines. And we'll take a full breath here. Let's exhale and walk both palms to the right. So you're curving the spine like a C shape. Resting through the left shoulder and dropping back through the left hip. Breathing deeply into the side of the rib cage, into the armpit. If you feel like you can go deeper, you can stack your left palm on top of the right. And then let's walk the body back through center, back to neutral spine, stacking palm on top of palm. Rest your forehead for a moment. And feeling the movement of fluids through the side body. And then we'll stretch the palms out and walk all the way over to the left. We're curving now through the right side body. Perhaps stacking your right palm on top of your left, but staying fully relaxed. And walking your palms back through center and taking a moment to breathe. Floating up to all fours. If you need to release your leg lines a little bit, you can tuck your toes and stretch out through the legs, coming into downward facing dog. Coming back to your knees and adding any cushions or support underneath your knees. We're going to take thread the needle pose here. So we'll start by walking our palms underneath our shoulders. Let's take a big breath here. And we'll take our right palm and thread it underneath the left. Relaxing down to the right shoulder, turning your head to the left. And again, you can always add some support for your cheek if this feels too hard on your neck. Gently dropping the weight of your body towards the shoulder joint. And if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, you can stretch your left palm forward to the top of your mat. You can slide your palm back under the shoulder. Take your time to unwind the right arm, and let's round the spine. Reaching the back of the heart up to the sky, letting your head hang. And feeling the release down through the right arm. And we'll inhale and arc the heart forward. And then come back to a neutral spine, and we'll make our way to the left side, threading the left palm behind the right wrist, dropping down to our cheek. And you might be extending your right palm forward. palm back under your shoulder, unbinding your arm, and again rounding the spine. Releasing the fluids down through the left arm. Inhaling, arcing the heart forward. And coming back to a neutral spine. And from here, we'll drop down to one hip and bring our legs in front of us and add a little bit of support underneath your sits bone so you don't round through the lower back. Bringing any support you might need for your forehead. We're going to take a seated forward fold, caterpillar pose. And in this posture, we're bringing a nice deep stretch for the kidneys. So as you fold forward, relax through the bones of the body and feel your muscles lengthen and relax, and then passively hanging forward, finding some traction through your tissues. And if it feels too much to let the head hang, that can be hard on our necks. So definitely add any extra support there. I like to come to my first stopping point, to the point where I feel a bit of tension through the tissue, and then I allow time and gravity to unwind that point of tension, dropping deeper as I hold here for a few minutes. Respecting and honoring the signals of your own body. And with enough support, you should feel that you're able to arrive in a space where your breath expands without effort. And you can rest your mind. Reconnecting with the element of water. If you'd like, you can come back to jala mudra, bringing the pinky finger and the thumb together to touch. And imagining this element of water moving through you. Saying to yourself, I am like water. I'm cool, calm, flowing with the river of life. For your last few breaths, you might allow the whole body to hang without props. without any forcing, just floating here, as though you were floating in water. Back of the heart open as you slowly begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Slide your palms back by your hips. Take your time to lift up. Head floating over the pelvis. 3 breaths into the center of your chest. And you can slide your fingertips back, lift slightly, breathing here. Feeling calmness spreading through the heart space. And we'll finish our practice on our back. And a couple of options. We're going to come into reclined butterfly pose. If you do have a small bolster or a folded blanket, you can use that to just gently prop up the upper spine. And then add another prop for your head. And let's bend our knees and we'll lower down onto our back. Again, if you don't have props, that's okay. You can just come flat to the back. And if you do have a bolster or a cushion, you can rest the shoulder blades across the prop. And take your shoulders and draw them onto the ground. So the prop is a little bit lower than the shoulders. Feeling that space right between the shoulder blades gently propped. And then add support for your forehead so that you're not over-arcing through your neck. And we'll take our knees wide, soles of our feet together to touch. Drawing the heels away from the body. And you can rest your palms along the body, facing up. A heart space open and relaxed. Closing your eyes. And breathing into the center of your chest. And feeling how your yoga practice becomes a counterbalance for everything that's going on in your external world. So as the summer season brings more stimulation, more fire energy, you can work with your practice to go inside, to calm, to cool, and to connect with the element of water. Coming back into internal balance. And we'll finish our practice with sheetali pranayama. This is a simple breath exercise that brings coolness into your system. So you can start by parting your teeth and take your tongue. You're going to stick your tongue out an inch or two. And you're folding the tongue from the outer edges in towards each other, just like you're making a straw or a taco with your tongue. And then you'll sip air in through your tongue, relax, and exhale through your nose. So let's try that together. Cool air moves in, exhale through your nose. Inhaling through your tongue. Exhale through your nose. And try that 3 more times at your own pace. coming back to your natural rhythm of breath. And again, feeling into the movement and the flow of fluids expanding from the heart space down through the arm lines, up into your head, down through the torso and legs. Feeling the cool source at the heart center, just like a fountain bubbling over. And we'll help our knees back in towards each other. And let's roll off to one side, rolling off of our props. Curling your knees to your chest. And pausing here. And then coming all the way up. And taking a moment to check in with how you feel at the end of your practice. And we'll close our practice with the sound of the Om, bringing our hands to heart center, connecting with the source at the heart. And we'll close with one Om, taking a deep breath in. And having a wonderful day. Namaste. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that we can continue our practice together. Take care.